What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I figured I'd do something fun today. I was looking around for some kind of CFL or NFL related quiz to do, and I came across this one on Sporkle, CFL 3,000 yard passers, and I figured I'd just give it a try and record it and expose my lack of historical CFL knowledge here. We'll see how far back I can go. But it should be very interesting to see how I do on this quiz. I'll put a link down below if you guys want to try it before you see me do it to see how much you guys get, what score you guys get. So I'll put that down below in the description. But with that said, let's get started. Excuse my bad typing here. I'm pretty slow, so don't judge me too harshly. So we'll start way back. It goes all the way up to last year. So 3,000 yard quarterbacks. I probably could do 4,000 yard quarterbacks pretty easily, but anyway, so last year, Caleris, did Mayer throw for? No, Mayer didn't throw for 3,000 last year. Obviously, MBT, probably don't take that. Yeah, McLeod is on there a couple of times. Harris and Mitchell will be on there a bunch. Yeah, it should be able to fill in these first few years pretty easily here. Mazzoli, Evans, Fajardo, there might be a few people I miss, but I'll probably be able to go back and fill them in. For 2022, who else am I missing? Yeah, I'm kind of blanking here on a couple of the teams here. Rourke, obviously. Rourke already did that in like 10 games. That's pretty impressive. So start filling in some of these like old names. Calvillo, Ray, because these guys are going to take up a lot of the list here. Jonathan Jennings. And then going back that far, Burris will probably still be in the league in 2016. Before that as well. Dunnigan. There we go. Only one N, Dunnigan. Learn something every day. 2022. Who finished with 3,292 yards? Sorry, guys, if you can't see that. I'll move my little thing here. Who finished with that in 2022? Because it's not Mayer. It's not. Is it Cornelius? No, not Cornelius. Who am I forgetting from last year's passing? So it wasn't Mitchell. It wasn't. It feels like I'm just forgetting one team. But 2019, going back that far, 2019 was just a bunch of injuries for these quarterbacks. So, yeah, I'm trying to think who else was there. It wasn't Strevler. This is a good question. This is a hard quiz for sure. Trying to figure out where everybody goes. Yeah, like I said, I won't be able to go very far back in the history of it, but I'll try my best here. 2017. Oh man, Ken Austin had a good year, right? Yeah. Trying to think. Printers had a couple of good years back then. Dickinson. Yeah, I got Ray, Burris, Calvillo, Durant. Oh, there we go. 2017, a couple of 2016 as well. Yeah, you guys try it down below and let me know how you guys do on this, because I already have 93 out of 273, but I mean, probably half of those are like Calvillo and Ricky Ray and those Hall of Fame guys that retired a few years ago. Trying to think team by team here. Hamilton, Polaris. Did Moss have a good year? Yeah, Moss had a good year. Crompton. I don't even know. Jonathan Crompton for the Alouettes. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Adams. Adams in 2019. Obviously didn't play enough in 2022 to throw for 3,000. That's still driving me crazy here. Who threw for 3,292 yards in 2022? Yeah, I'm trying to think who's 1995. I don't know. Tracy Ham. You got Damon Allen probably on here a ton. Yeah, that would have been an embarrassing name to forget. Did Michael Bishop through? I remember a lot of random Argos quarterbacks from back in the day. What's it called? Jarius Jackson. Oh, Rush Jackson it goes all the way back to 1950. I didn't even realize that. It's a pretty good quiz, actually. I feel like I can do better than this, so I'm gonna give myself the full or most of this time to figure it out. The 8-9 minutes left here. There's just a few eras or few seasons in the CFL that you just kind of forget because the league just changes over so often, right? Drew Tate, maybe? Oh, Kevin Glenn will be on there for sure. All the way up until 2017. What a legend. I'll have to try this for the NFL starting quarterbacks or 4,000 yard passers or whatever the equivalent is to this, because I think I probably could do a little bit better on that because the names don't change as frequently, but you still have some randoms there as well. Lancaster will be on there. Flutie. I mean, yeah, there's a couple names that are just like, if I forgot them, it would be pretty embarrassing for you guys watching this video. Ray Durant. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Now I'm going to go by team here. So BC, I got Dickinson. I got Lule. I got Damon Allen. Rourke, Adams. Who Jennings even I got. So I think I'm good for them. Oh, Riley. Oh god. That would have been a terrible one to miss. Yep. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I filled in most of these at least, but yeah, 2022 is driving me nuts. Who did someone? It's probably some random person that finished with 3,000 yards in 2018. It's probably just somebody I'm not remembering. Is it Brandon Bridge? No. I just remember he started a few games for Saskatchewan that year, I think. Claris. Yeah, so Montreal had a lot of different starting quarterbacks after Calvillo, so I'm trying to think if any of those guys are on there. I think Durant. I think Durant was playing in Montreal by 2017, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it should be interesting to see when I give up eventually on this if it's if some of these guys are pretty obvious or are they just guys that you just kind of forget about. Uh, Trying to think of some of these old quarterbacks, but like I said, it's exposing my older knowledge of the CFL because frankly, I wish I could do more research on it because, or it was easier to do more research on it because of the CFL doesn't really post their historical records as much as you'd want. So I'd like to get more into the history of the CFL on my channel, but yeah, until I learn more, read some more books on it, I think I don't really feel comfortable doing that too much. But yeah, it's really exposing my knowledge here. I know nothing for the 1950s and the 60s here. Yeah, I might have to give up soon here. Yeah, who threw for 4,000 yards in 2017? I think I got all the Calgary guys. You got Dickinson, you got Burris, you got obviously Mitchell, you got Drew Tate, you got Kevin Glenn. Sorry about that, guys. That's just my email going off. Yeah, I just don't know if there's anybody else I could really remember here. I'm gonna kick myself, whoever this is, in 2022. But yeah, there's still 4 minutes left. But let's just give up. I still got 151 on this. Still not perfect, but at least over 50%. Matt Nichols. Oh, Arbuckle threw for 3,000 yards last year. I mean, he definitely didn't throw for very much touchdowns, but 3,000 yards last year for Arbuckle. That's really surprising. I never would have guessed that. Nichols I should have gotten. Yeah, so that would have filled in a lot of them and would have covered me back. Drew Willie, 2014. That's pretty wild. 3,700 yards. It's pretty impressive for him. Buck Pierce. Yeah, he had some decent years there. He struggled with injury for the most part of his career, but obviously now he's being a very good offensive coordinator for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Cleo Lemon for the Toronto Argonauts. That's a name that I associate more with the Miami Dolphins and their 1-15 season, but I always forget that he came up to Toronto the couple years later and was their starting quarterback for a short period of time. Kerry Joseph. Oh, that's probably one of the worst ones I forget. He is a guy that I did watch a lot when I was first getting into the CFL. I can't believe I forgot him. But then you start getting into these guys. McManus, I should have gotten as a Ticats fan. Yeah, it really did expose my knowledge sometimes of the CFL's older history here. But I mean, there's some of these guys that like I know of, and they didn't play that long ago that I should have gotten. Obviously, McManus is a guy who won the last Grey Cup championship for the Ticats, so that's pretty disappointing. Kari Jones. I always forget that he was a big-time gunslinger back in the day for the Blue Bombers. I think he had some crazy year where he threw a bunch of touchdowns, but also a bunch of interceptions. But yeah, I should have gotten Kari Jones, Crandall. Not familiar with Green. Garcia. It's another big name I should have remembered. David Archer was a famous guy that played in the NFL as well. So, yeah, there's some of these guys I should have remembered, but for the most part, I feel like I did pretty good in terms of the more recent years. But yeah, I need to brush up on my older 90s, 80s, and beyond, going back in time, CFL knowledge. But that is just my attempt at doing this 3,000-yard passers CFL quiz, everybody. Again, I'll post the link down in the description, so if you guys want to do it before you watched me do it, so ironic that I'm saying that at the end of this video, but if you guys want to try it, I'll put it in the description. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.